Back in the old days, diagnostic fault code reading was a job for the professionals, meaning if a warning light popped up on your dash, you'd have to take your car to the garage, costing you time and money. But nowadays there's loads of consumer OBD scanners that help you save a fortune in garage costs. But with so many on the market, what one do you choose? Well, today we're going to do a comparison test between a market-leading Carli scanner and app and a cheaper version bought on Amazon. And we're going to show you why spending that little bit extra will actually save you time and money in the future. So I'm going to start with this OBD scanner that I bought off of Amazon. I think it cost me about 30 quid. So let's plug it in and see what she reads. So I've just plugged it in and done a diagnostics check on this BMW 335i, and it's come up with no fault codes, which is a good thing. One thing to note, this OBD scanner feels a little bit cheap and the user interface is very, very basic. So the menu on it is dead simple. So on one side it's quite easy to use, but on the other it doesn't really give you many options. So you can tell the software's not very advanced. The problem with these cheaper diagnostic tools is that they only offer generic engine codes if one was to be thrown up. Now, the problem with that is they give you limited information and you'd probably have to do a load more research to try and find out what the problem could be. So I'm going to take this one out, I'm going to plug in the Carli, and this should give us a much more in-depth diagnostics of the car. So before I've even got to plug in the Carli scanner, we've just noticed on the plugs how many more pins the Carli scanner has compared to the cheaper version, and more pins, more information. I've just plugged in the Carli scanner and it works slightly different to these old school versions where you've got an inbuilt screen. The Carli scanner works via Bluetooth onto their app, so it brings all the information onto your phone. So straight away in using the Carli app, it's night and day. Lovely modern interface, easy, well laid out menu, just really nice. Run a vehicle check on it and it's actually brought up two codes. Now this is because the Carli scanner uses OEM specific codes, so exactly what your BMW dealer would have. So with this OEM specific code, it just gives you so much more information and it actually nails down the actual specific problem. So whereas you got a generic code, it could be a multitude of things, it doesn't really help you. Here, I know exactly what the problem is and exactly how to fix it. The great thing about the Carli scanner and app is that it can read soft codes. What's a soft code? Well, it's the ones that don't actually throw up a fault code or an engine light on your dash. Now, while they're not a big problem at the minute, they could escalate into something much more serious, costing you more money in the future. So having the ability to see these little soft codes early on and do little diagnostics is just fantastic. So to summarise, while the initial outlay will be cheaper for one of these ones, buying a Carli scanner and app is actually much better value just with the sheer amount of information available on this little device. So that's going in my pocket and that one's going in the bin.